Hey everybody, thank you for joining me once again. So today I am coming to you with a review from The Have and the Have Not, Season 6, Episode 1. Let's get into it. So pardon me for looking down a little bit because it's so much going on. I had to take notes, and child, this is so exciting. But anyway, so season 5 ended with Jeffrey pushing his mother, Veronica, of course, a high-powered attorney, over the banister of the steel railing after they got into a confrontation. We all know that they have a long history of her being very overbearing, controlling, and all of those things. Jeffrey, she has a lot of problems with Jeffrey being a gay man, and she has expressed that. She's threatened to expose him. She's talked about him and his different guys and all the things like that. So Candace left off with the Senator Charles, soon to be president of the United States. And basically he came back to get her, and he's basically letting her know, look, you're going to be my woman. That's it, whatever. And we left off with her trying to open up and be vulnerable to him about her wants, her needs, and what's been really going on with her as far as her son's death. And Landon, which she previously already knew, that currently works on Charles's campaign, pretty much tried to, encourage her to open up about that. Hannah had put Benny out because she was mad because he wouldn't sign over for the joint account to return the money back to the Criers. Basically, Candace went and took them people money again. How the hell she keep getting this money? But anyway, she done goddamn swindled two million, I believe. Anyway, so after Hannah put Benny out, he ended up getting shot on the porch or whatever because she physically told him get out of her house. So Mitch, his friend, left off trying to help him get out of the situation he was in as far as owing the money, and because they really thought that he had killed one of their family members. But moving right along, so jumping into season 6, we're going to start off with Hannah. When Hannah found her son on the porch, he was, he had been shot, and she was, rocking and talking to him. It was really, really sad. It kind of reminded me of one of them old Boys in the Hood movies and stuff and whatever like that. And it was really, really sad. She got to reminiscing about how he was a baby, and she remembered how he smelled as an infant, and it was just so sweet. It was a really, really good moment. Moving along, so Jeffrey basically do not give two shits about his mama that fell over the balcony. He basically said fuck her. Like, he was like, and I quote, he said the bitch won't die, she like a cockroach. His friend was there, the male nurse that he met from last season, that was in the hospital that where his father was or whatever. But anyway, so he was trying to help her. He was, trying to make sure the lady was all right and stuff. And Jeffrey was like, what you having her for? Then she down there spilling gay slurs to the dude, whatever, while he was trying to assess her, because, that's what he do for a living. He was trying to help the lady. Anyway, he was the one that actually saved the day, got her to the hospital. Moving along. So Benny, to talk about what was going on with him, he kind of, I think he was, rushed to the hospital in the ambulance. He stopped breathing a couple times. Girl, he lost some blood. We got to keep Benny in prayer, because, girl, we can't miss no, we can't lose Benny. Because I really, really like Benny. I like him a whole lot. So, moving along back to the hospital, his friend Mitch showed up. Mitch was really, really concerned because Mitch has always been a good friend from the beginning, even when they, when he didn't even know Mitch family was a part of the, big mob um, family that basically shot him over some money. Um, so he came or whatever to see about him and, talked to Hannah or whatever. So Hannah basically confronted him in the hospital, and he basically let her know about the situation and that his family was involved and that it was a mistake. And honestly, I can empathize with Hannah because the last thing you want to hear is that, oh, it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. They intentionally shot him, and what was done can't be taken back, essentially, in her mind. So he continued to apologize, because really, really, looking back, they are really, really good friends and they're really, really close. So I don't really think he did anything maliciously, intentionally, or nothing like that. So um, I just wanted to check on his friend. So basically, in that moment, which I can empathize with Hannah, she like, look, are you really trying to get information, or are you trying to finish the job? What are you going to do with this information? And at that moment, I think she really, really shook and heard Mitch to the core because Mitch was like, I'm his friend. I'm here. I want to see how my friend is doing. And what's her bae name? I don't even know. The bae with the bald head that build houses and fix sinks. He was basically trying to tell Mitch he needed to leave. And Mitch was like, this is a public hospital. He won't leaving. He won't here for the shits. He was not moving. He won't budging. He was there for his friend. Mitch ended up calling Candace. Listen, what did he do that for? I don't think it's anything wrong with that. Okay, so we're gonna start talking about Candace since we mentioned Candace. And forgive me if I'm not going in order because it's just so much that has happened and I want to make sure I capture all of the moments. Okay. So speaking of Candace ended up being there with her guy, Charles, slept with him. And he woke up to her crying. He wanted to go see what's going on with his bae. And, she was really having a moment. And she was opening up about her son and how she blamed herself. And, um, he didn't have a chance. I caused it. Different things of, blaming herself. And she was finally grieving. So with that being said, Charles, which was encouraging. And I really, really like how he was there. He was really trying to be there, even though he's trying to make her be with him. And some of the reason he's doing what he want to do is selfish. I can get it because he know he can control her and what's going on with her because she's very broken. um I like how he was trying to encourage her to go ahead and open up because honestly, if she would have opened up when she fully needed to, they would have been able to be in a better place or whatever. He probably would have, she probably would have been on board with what the shenanigans he tried to get her to do. So, he continues to profess his love for her and talk about how much he, care for her. He invites her to the White House and, he really, really wants her to be his lady. Um, so of course, when she get the call about her brother, she's gonna go. So she starts getting ready to go and whatever. Charles, being the man that he is, with the power, the caliber, and I think he was pretty caring. He didn't want her to go and be alone in that moment. I think that was really nice of him, given the fact that she's still grieving about what really happened with her son. So Charles get on that phone, honey. He was like, Landon, get in here. And they got the Secret Service going together. He was like, look, I don't care what you gotta do, spin that story, make it happen. So yeah, they came up to the hospital, made it seem like they was coming to see sick children, and realistically they was, he was really, really trying to find a way to support her in her moment of going to see about her brother, which I think that was a really nice thing. Because even he noticed, he said, dang, we both fucked up, but we're so much alike. We have the weight of the world on our shoulders, but we find some way to push through. Or that ain't his exact quote, but it's similar to it. Now, Catherine. Oh, I fucking love Catherine. Catherine is a motherfucking G. Um, she don't give a fuck. Like, she knows she got money, she got power, she know people. She don't care. Okay, so she continued to sleep with a young guy that basically is the manager of her hotel down in Savannah, because you know it's a lot going on in Savannah, girl. So basically, she sleep with him. Um, Afterwards, she like, look, you need to shut this ring down. I know what's going on in so many words. Prostitution ring, all this other stuff. They, don't want to get money. So he's like, well, what if I tell you no? And she like, you know, he tried her. So she goes into question, where was he born? He said, I was born in Brooklyn. She said, no, you weren't. She my type of girl, because she already knew what she was up against. She did her homework. That bitch studied. She done put a whole fucking lesson plan together for his ass. Um, she went to talking about how he was an immigrant and how his passport was fake. She knew from the time when she saw it. So basically, when you hired him, you knew he was on some fuck shit, but you hired his ass anyway. Later on, she was able to fuck him for that very thing she hired him for. Y'all bitches better be careful. Anyway, so she said she wants, basically she wanted him to be like, okay, she like, look, give me Candace's head on a silver platter, and I might think about letting y'all motherfuckers go or slide for the bullshit and fuck shit you done did. You done brought all this heat to my establishment, and in so many words, this helps her take Candace down because she said she want her in jail. So he basically implements the bartender Rocky, which is the dude that Candace beat up in this past season. Um, he calls Rocky up with a bottle of champagne and all that. So she asks Rocky about Candace. Rocky is like, look, basically he would have been the perfect person to come in and drop with spill the beans, because he was already mad with her because of what she did. She betrayed him, and they was all working together, so it was messed up. Um, she made that boy strip. She was like, turn around. Like, she made his ass feel like a piece of meat. I'm gonna tell you something. I was kind of here for it. I'm not saying it was right, but sometimes when the roles are reversed, it's kind of neat to see, because some women are able to, have that kind of power. But anyway, so she ordered both of them to get in the bed and they hit a threesome. They around here fucking Catherine. Catherine says she gonna have fun with them while she can. So anyway, moving on to her crackhead son, Wyatt. Ain't really too much to talk about him, but he basically around there trying to get in his daddy business. He trying to get that girl Sarah to tell him stuff, and he was trying to be all extra nice to her. And Sarah didn't bite. She went and waited, because she really, really trying to contact Jim. But anyway, so Jim is upset because Sarah got caught stealing, because she stole evidence or whatever for him. So now he goes to his buddy David and basically say, I can't control this bitch. I was like, what? So he has dirt on her past, which people already know is not really a big deal. So he can't even blackmail her, and he could potentially go down. All their monkey asses can go down because all of this kind of goes back to a couple seasons where Catherine had killed the district attorney. Yeah, she killed the rapper up. Anyway, y'all have to go back to research that. So basically, all of them are connected and been hiding this. And the son, um, what's his name? Wyatt is like, fuck it, I'm telling. So that's another reason why he keep eyes on him. And not only that, he got them people around here because he, got real, got a drug problem, alcohol problem, and stuff like that. So, who next? David recovering, he got his little, he trying to go home and get himself together and stuff like that. Um, I don't like Jim. I just wanted to say that. It was real interesting how Jim tried to make a joke about how the women were going crazy because, they was going to get them some young dick. Then y'all turn around and talk about the young bitches y'all fucking. Tables always turn. Anyway, girl, ain't nobody think about them dudes. So last but not least, I think this is the most favorite person I have, and we all know Veronica. Veronica gives everything, honey. She gives angry black woman. She gives educated sister. She gives fuck you hoes, get on my level. She gives so much to this show, and I've been waiting for it. Okay, so the FBI come visit her at the hospital, and they're trying to figure out and probe and question her, which she's too smart. She's like one of the best attorneys, and she knows the law. So they're asking her about, does she have broken bones and all this stuff, and she basically was like, look, the doctors aren't able to give you my medical record. I don't have to give you nothing. Piss off. It's so many words. She said she fell off a ladder. Anyway, so the main reason why the FBI is involved and continues to investigate her, of course, because the young girl Erica winded up, she got dead because she was fucking with David. And so they basically like, bitch, we gonna keep fucking with you, especially when you brought a bomb into the United States, whatever, all that shit ties together. So they gonna keep investigating her and the guy that she hired to do it. Yeah, so they kill Erica with the bomb. Damn, that's fucked up. Bitch, you got blew up for fucking somebody's husband. Anyway, they ain't even together anyway, girl. So Veronica, in true I don't give a fuck sophisticated bad bitch ass fashion, called the man ignorant and told him to get his sweaty ass out her face. Bitch, I was crying and hollering inside. Then asked him, he had a cocaine fix. Told him she suggested he go get one. In her words, hurry and get a fix because you leaving puddles on my floor from the sweat. Bitch. I go up for fucking Veronica because Veronica don't give a fuck. She is beyond like my favorite character on this show. Cause she don't care. But anyway, so yeah, that was my review of the show. I really, now what I can say, I love this show. I love this show. When they come back, they always come back hard. Next week is gonna be even better. Cause Jeffrey Lil Crazy Stalker gonna come back in the picture. And here he go, where you been, who you been with. That motherfucker, girl. Um, Jim mess gonna catch, I think his mess gonna catch up with him. I'm praying Benny is not wrote off the script because I don't think we want to really see Hannah lose it like that. And I really don't want to see Candace lose again like that. But girl, anyway, that was what went on in season 6, episode 1 of the Have and Have Nots on OWN Network. Thank you, Tyler Perry. Thank you, Oprah. Thank you, whoever else involved in writing, producing, and getting this script together, girl. And I thank y'all. Thank you for watching. Tune in for the next episode.